Chances are that if you've clicked on this video that you're looking for free music and free music that's going to actually sound good. Well, I want to show you 4 different websites where you can find free music for your video or maybe your audio project that won't cost you anything that actually sound good. So let's start with bensound.com. bensound.com is a website that has a lot of great music which is available under a Creative Commons license. So you can see royalty-free music by Bensound. There's the categories right over here that you can kind of toggle through depending on the feel of your project. Okay, if you want to preview a song, you can kind of just click the play button and it will automatically play for you. So as you can hear, this is pretty good music that you can download for free. Now each song comes with its own parameters, and you can see you get the free license with any song that you download for free at bensound.com, but it's a free license with attribution, meaning if you use this work in your project, in your video on YouTube, you just have to kind of give attribution to bensound.com and they give you a sample of one way to do it. There's also parameters associated with using the work from bensound.com. You can see for this particular license, which is the free one, you can use it in a video online, but not in an audiobook or a podcast or anything having to do with remixing or using it in a song. So there are those options, but if that's something you'd like, you may want to explore the Pro license, which you see right over here on the right. So let's download a song and show you how it works. Again, you can kind of just click on the play button and it's automatically going to play for you. This is one that I really like. Okay, so let's say that this is a song that I want. I'm just going to click the download button. Again, it's going to go through and show me the details of our free license with attribution. If this is one that I want, I can just click download. And then that process has started for me. So I click download, that is now in my music or my downloads. I can use that in my video project. So again, bensound.com, there's no login. You can just go to bensound.com, preview music. If you find a song you like, download it in MP3 format and use that inside your project. So we're still looking for free music. I want to direct you to this website. It's called taketones.com, and this is a website that has a lot of different music, which you can see that you can search for based on some of the genres right over here. Now, if you're like me and you create video tutorials or screencasts, there is a great category right over here called corporate that has music that you can use that I feel works pretty well for those type of songs. So taketones.com is a website that you will have to create a login. It's completely free, but you will need a login so you can download some of the different songs that are available. Again, this is royalty-free music. It has songs that you can use in your projects. There are some parameters, as you'll see. There's also options where you can buy or license music if you have a project that is going to be commercial or that will be bringing in some money. So let's get an idea of how TakeTones works. Let's try that corporate category. I'm just going to kind of click on it. And what you can do is go through and just preview some of these songs. It gives you kind of a brief description right over here. And to preview one, when you click play, here we go. See what I mean? Really good kind of music that you can use for screencasts. When you play this, you'll see that it plays at the bottom where you can go through and skim ahead if you would like, that sort of thing. There's also different lengths of this song that you'll see right over here at the bottom. Okay, so you can go through, listen for some of the songs. If you search some of my other videos on the channel, then you'll recognize some of these songs from taketones.com. But once you find a song that you like, if you want to download it, go ahead and click the option that says license. Now you can see right over here, this is a commercial license. If you were using that for advertising or maybe in a commercial or some sort of other use on a website, you can see it's $39, which is actually pretty affordable. But if you're just using this for a project, say a video at school, what you'll notice is that this is a non-commercial license that you can use for online and home videos. Okay, so if you had a video on YouTube, you could definitely download one of these songs, use this in the video, and you'll notice that it would be free. It's a free Creative Commons license. So let's go ahead and download that. Now, one of the things is with the free plan in taketones.com, it does limit you to 10 downloads per month. So just keep that in mind. But I'm just going to download that zip file. And if you've downloaded music from royalty-free sites in the past, you'll notice that usually when you download a song, it's just the MP3 shows up in your downloads. This will be a little bit different. I'm going to open my download because you'll notice that it actually downloads a zipped file. Okay, and inside that zip file is the music, the song, in a WAV format. So it's actually a higher quality than an MP3, which is good. And also inside that zipped file, what you'll notice is the actual license agreement. You can see that this is a non-commercial 4.0 license. It goes through and it reads all of the terms right over here. So this is the license grant that you have for this usage of this particular music. One of the things that it asks you to do, I believe, is to also put this in the attribution, maybe in the YouTube video or somewhere there, but it does ask you to provide that attribution to taketones.com. So again, you can get 10 of these a month, but there are some great songs which you'll see on Taketones if you're doing anything with students or with your own kids or anything along those lines. Some really great songs to use in the background, fun, happy music, that sort of thing. So again, great songs. The quality of music is really good here on taketones.com. So again, just another website that you can use to give you another place to search and find music that you can download and use for free in any of your video or media projects. Now let's switch to another site. It's called incompetech.com, and the new site, or I guess the new way that the songs are stored, is on this website that you'll see at the top. It's called incompetech.filmmusic.io, but if you just go to incompetech.com, it will redirect you to this website. Now, this is a great website that I've used for years. This is the composer, Kevin MacLeod. He's put a lot of his work available online. He's made it free, essentially, for anyone to use. Like bensound.com, this does have some songs which you can license or you can purchase for different uses, but for the most part, the majority of the music on incompetech.com is, again, royalty-free with attribution. So it's got this system right over here, this way to go through and filter for songs. You can filter by a few different options in terms of length, in terms of mood, or genre. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to say mood. Let's say bright. You can actually use a few of these. I'll just say bright and say grooving. And let's go through and filter these results, and it will return all of the songs that meet this criteria. So I can go through and just play a song. Okay. Now, there's a lot of different songs in incompetech.com where I think, depending on what you're looking for, you may have to spend some time really going through and filtering these results and finding something that you might like. So this will require a little bit of searching, taking the time to go through and search, but hopefully you can find a song that you'll want to use for your project. I'm just gonna switch that to relaxed, and let's see some of the differences on here. Let's just go down and try this one. Okay, so I couldn't quite find exactly what I'm looking for. I'd probably have to spend a little bit more time, but if there was an opportunity where there was a song that I wanted, I can just go ahead, click the download option. Okay, and you can see that this will allow me to use the free license. You can see some of the parameters which are on here. Okay, I can download the MP3, I can use it commercially, but I do have to provide attribution to this website and the composer, Kevin MacLeod. So I'm just going to choose a free license. Okay, it actually gives me the option or the text that I can use for my attribution. I can click download now. And there we go. That song has now been downloaded. That you can see inside my downloads, which I can then take this song and I can use that song in any video, any podcast. I just have to find a way to provide that attribution. So this is a great site with a lot of really good music in it. Again, it's got a ton here. He's been doing this for over 10 years, so you may have to really go through and search and find something. You may have to go through and search to find what you're looking for, but a lot of great material in Incompetech.com. You do have to create a login, but again, it's free and it's pretty easy. And if you're looking for music to use in your video project that sounds good for free, this might be an option. So let's take a look at the YouTube audio library. This is a resource that a lot of content creators on YouTube use. You may watch videos on YouTube and from time to time you'll notice that a song in the background sounds familiar, like one that you've heard before. The reason is probably the fact that a lot of content creators in YouTube are using music from this same spot. So this is great because YouTube has thousands of videos that they made available for content creators inside of YouTube. Now you do have to create a YouTube account in order to access this. There's no way to access the audio library without being signed into your YouTube channel. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But to access this, when you sign into your YouTube account, you just click on the option at the bottom that says audio library, and that's it. And once you do that, you will have thousands of songs that you can use for free in any of your YouTube videos. So let's go ahead and play a couple. Now what I find with a lot of music is there's a lot of songs on here. Some of them, it's really not what I'm looking for in a lot of my projects, so I find that I'm spending a lot of time really going through and searching for the right song that I want. So the good thing is there's lots of songs here. The bad thing is there's a lot in here. You really have to sift through this to find what you're looking for. And one of the ways to make that a little bit easier is by choosing some of these options that will help filter down all of the music inside the library. So let me just try to choose this option for genre. I'll take hip hop and rap. Okay, let me try that again, hip hop and rap. And you can see right over here some of the options that are available. Let's go ahead and play this. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let me try again. Okay, here we go. Okay, not bad. So this song, I think, sounds okay. So one thing that I can do to use this for a future reference is click on the star And that star will basically save that for me, and I'll show you where all of our starred music is in a second, and that will allow me to find it easily. Now, one of the things that I find myself doing, because there is so much content here, is if there is an artist that if there's a song that I like, and I look at the artist name right over here that says Nico Staff, so I'm just going to search the artist name, and chances are if there's one song that I like from that particular artist, I can usually find at least one other song. So even though the music here it's not all in the same hip hop and rap genre, if I go through and preview a couple of these, okay, not bad. So again, I can just go through and star a couple of these songs. Now, the place where I can find anything that I have starred is right over here in this column that says starred. Okay, I've got a lot of music here that I have starred. And if there's a song that I want to go ahead and download and use in my project, all I have to do is click either right over here, click the download button to start the download, or I can also click the download icon at the bottom right hand side. So I'm going to click download. You can hear the song playing in the background. That process has started. The song is now inside my downloads, and I can open up any video editing project and I can go in and use the song. Now let's talk for a second about the licensing types. Now, for the most part, the majority of the songs in the YouTube audio library have the YouTube audio library license, which basically means that you can use this in any video, whether you're making money, whether you're not making money, and there's no attribution needed for it. Now, how about other projects? Like if you're using this inside of a podcast, are you able to use this in other things? Now, it doesn't necessarily say that it's required to be used only inside of YouTube. You can see the only specification here that it makes is that you cannot distribute or perform this music from the library separately, meaning that you can't put this on a CD and you can't upload this to a website and start charging money for it. It has to be used within another work. Okay, and that standalone distribution that you could see right over here. So I do believe that this can be used in other types of media, but one thing that I know for certain is that this is fine to use in YouTube for any purpose as long as it has a standard YouTube license. There are a few songs in here that have a little bit of a different license, which is called I think it's called the YouTube attribution license. It's going to work the same way. You just have to give attribution to the artist. So some fantastic songs that are here in the YouTube library, in the YouTube audio library. It's just a matter of finding them and listening, previewing them, and finding one that works for your project.